Buongiorno and benvenuti to Italian Lessons with Gina. This is the 8th in a series of brief lessons aimed at teaching Italian to English speakers. Our topic for this installment is adjectives. In all lessons, whenever it is necessary to mention a letter of the alphabet, the English name for that letter will be used. And whenever an Italian word is stressed on a syllable other than the next to the last, the stressed syllable will be underlined. Adjectives are words that describe nouns. In English, adjectives are invariable. That is, they never change their endings, but are spelled the same regardless of the number and gender, where English nouns have a clear gender, of the nouns they modify. So we can say the tall man, the tall men, the tall tree, the tall trees, the tall building, the tall buildings, etc. In each case, the adjective tall is spelled exactly the same way. Italian adjectives, gli aggettivi, however, must agree in number and in most cases in gender as well with the nouns they modify. So that means that their endings will change. There are two major categories in which most Italian adjectives can be placed. They are what I would call the for form and the to form. For form adjectives will change their endings to agree with both the number and the gender of the nouns they modify, with the four possible endings being masculine singular, masculine plural, feminine singular, and feminine plural. A for-form adjective is any adjective whose masculine singular form ends in O. For example, if you look up the adjective tall in an English to Italian dictionary, you will see that its Italian equivalent is alto. Since the dictionary will always give the masculine singular form of the adjective, you may conclude that alto is a for-form adjective. So, in the case of alto, the masculine singular ending is O, il ragazzo alto. The masculine plural ending is I ragazzi alti. The feminine singular ending is E, la ragazza alta. And the feminine plural ending is I, le ragazze alte. To-form adjectives will change their endings to agree only with the number of the nouns they modify. There is no agreement with gender. They will have only two possible endings, E for singular nouns and I for plural nouns. The to-form adjective is defined as any adjective whose masculine singular ending is E. If you look up the adjective young in an English to Italian dictionary, you will see that the Italian word for young is giovane. Since the dictionary always shows us the masculine singular forms of adjectives, we may conclude that giovane is a to-form adjective. So the masculine and feminine singular ending of giovane is E, il ragazzo giovane, and la ragazza giovane. And the masculine and feminine plural ending is I ragazzi giovani, and le ragazze giovani. Here is a short list of some common adjectives in their masculine singular forms. Let's say them together. Intelligente, stupido, alto, basso, magro, grasso, bello, brutto, buono, cattivo, simpatico, antipatico, allegro, triste, giovane, vecchio, nuovo, bravo, energico, stanco, piccolo, grande, gentile. Note the ones that are four-form adjectives. Those are the ones ending in O, and the two-form are the ones ending in E. Also, pay attention to the 5 adjectives highlighted in blue. Vecchio forms its masculine plural by simply dropping the O of the singular form. Stanco maintains the hard C sound in its plural forms by the insertion of an H. So its 4 forms are stanco, stanchi, stanca, and stanche. But the other 3, simpatico, antipatico, and energico, do not maintain the hard C in the masculine plural. Their masculine plural endings have a soft C. Simpatici, antipatici, and energici. We will have lessons in the future focusing on more exceptions to the rules of pluralization. As you may have discerned from some of the previous examples, unlike English adjectives, Italian adjectives are usually placed after the nouns they modify. Examples: Luigi is an intelligent boy is Luigi è un ragazzo intelligente. Monica is a tall woman would be Monica è una donna alta. Some adjectives, however, must always be placed in front of the nouns they modify. The adjective altro, which means other, and all ordinal numbers such as primo and secondo, etc., fall into this category. Others, such as grande, piccolo, bravo, bello, buono, to name a few, are usually placed in front of the nouns they modify, although they can also be placed after the noun to convey emphasis or comparison or contrast, such as in the sentence Vuoi la torta grande o la torta piccola? When the adjectives bello and buono follow the noun, they are formed just like any other 4-form adjective. However, when they are placed in front of the noun, their forms often change. In the case of bello, when it appears in front of the noun, it follows the pattern of the definite article. See Lesson 7. Let's examine the chart. Bello after the noun, lo studente bello. Before the noun, il bello studente. After the noun, gli studenti belli. Before the noun, I begli studenti. After the noun, I ragazzi belli. Before the noun, I bei ragazzi. After the noun, l'isola bella. Before the noun, la bell'isola. After the noun, le ragazze belle. Before the noun, le belle ragazze. After the noun, il ragazzo bello. Before the noun, il bel ragazzo. After the noun, la macchina bella. Before the noun, la bella macchina. In the case of buono, when it is placed in front of the noun, it follows the pattern of the indefinite article. See Lesson 7. Buono after the noun, uno zio buono. Before the noun, un buono zio. After the noun, un panino buono. Before the noun, un buon panino. After the noun, una torta buona. Before the noun, una buona torta. after the noun un'amica buona, before the noun un buon'amica. Sometimes one specific English word may have more than one equivalent in Italian, depending on the context. An example of this is the English word good. While buono is the closest Italian equivalent to good, there are many situations in which bello and bravo can also be translated as good. As seen in the list of adjectives earlier in this lesson, bravo means to be good or talented at some task or endeavor. So, if we want to say Luigi and Marisa are good students, Mario is a good singer, Laura is a good seamstress, in Italian we would use bravo. Luigi e Marisa sono bravi studenti. Mario è un bravo cantante. Laura è una brava sarta. When describing books, movies, or TV shows as good, Italians will often use bello, un bel film, un bel libro, un bel programma televisivo. Do not get confused between buono and bene. Bene is an adverb. Its closest translation is well, as in sto molto bene. Buono, on the other hand, is an adjective. Its closest translation is good, as in I ravioli sono buoni. The ravioli are good. The word molto can function both as a four-form adjective and as an adverb. As an adjective, it must agree in number and gender with the noun it is modifying, and its meaning is a lot, much, or many. Some examples are molti libri, molta energia, molto brio. As an adverb, its meaning is very when it modifies an adjective and a lot when it modifies a verb. As an adverb, molto has no agreement with anything. It is always just molto. Sofia è molto bassa. Giorgio e Berto sono molto intelligenti. Molte donne sono molto belle. Federico studia molto. The words tanto and troppo function in the same way. That's all for now. Alla prossima. Ciao e studiate bene.